shortly, so and then if anyone's ever wondering, I put lotion on my hands and that way you can keep this controller right here cool, but let's just get started with the game. Okay. Let's start it on Sunday, okay? No, not yet.
Should I go to bed?
So it's gonna be the next day, but that's fine. Wonder if any of the plants have grown. I just don't have the funds to make it. No, why not?
Am I ready for bed?
Give the plants a chance to grow. What was everyone else doing? I don't know if I bossed that or not. I can't remember if there's any other game that requires you to like pay, like at the desk when crafting. Can't think of any. Oh, no wonder I wasn't showing up because it was out. And I forgot how to water. Okay, what are the controls? No. Hey. Okay, whatever. Okay. And I forgot how to water. That's not what I want. Why can't I remember how to water? Yeah, I wish I remembered.
My watering can is already full.
So, let's see. Damon. Go find Damon. Does anyone else like when their voice goes raspy? Or like hoarse and like deeper when they're sick and then it just hits their throat? I don't know why I do, but I like it. Oh wait, here's the guy.
Hey, got my potatoes yet?
Yes, here you go.
Thanks. I'm gonna make slop chips the way my pa does, with tomato sauce and vinegar. Here, take this for helping me out.
Your dad was the one who ran the bar, right? What did your mom do when your parents still lived here?
She set up a pharmacy where Amira's clinic is now. Some folks didn't take her seriously at first, seeing that she wasn't from Fairhaven or a doctor. But you only disrespect Kaya and Timbu Haas once before you learn never ever to do it
I was
again.
gonna say that potato recipe he was talking about sounds pretty good.
So, when did you and Grandma start trying to outbake each other?
We'd appreciated each other's skills ever since I moved here. That was, 17 years ago. But when Giacomo was diagnosed, Hazel formally challenged me to a bake-off. She said it'd take my mind off things. And you know,
A good
she was
way
right.
to kind of help, just kind of ease the tension and the stress from anything in life, even if it means helping you get through a hard time, like someone's sickness that they get either just by genetics or unknowingly. It's hard. Okay, I'll go more.
So, did your babysitting experience prepare you for twins?
Oh, Tara, nothing prepares you for twins. At least they're not toddlers anymore. They don't try to put everything that's not nailed down in their
Right.
mouths.
Little kids, especially babies when they're growing up, they try to stick everything in their mouth just because they're learning, but you also have to be careful of what they're sticking in their mouth. Certain things that are too dangerous, they should not even go near at all. Unfortunately, bad stuff like that will happen accidentally a lot of times. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna go do this one instead. I need more wheat. I haven't talked to this one in a while.
Your grandma was one of the first folks who came to greet me when I moved here. She brought me some fresh veggies and some soup. It made me feel real welcome. I'm glad you've come to take care of her.
Natalia. That's a pretty common name. I feel like more so in Europe. I don't hear too many of. I've like heard it only like hear it from one person, but then again, I feel like it's more of a European thing. But I think a lot of them have like a J inside the name. I think it's also kind of funny just to hear people just try to pronounce different names sometimes, but it's also irritating sometimes too, just because you get so used to pronouncing it. I guess in the culture's way, like correctly, and then you get a ton of people who only experience their own culture and haven't experienced other cultures, so they don't get to learn how to pronounce a lot of different words. It's hard sometimes, I guess. It's that too. No, I'm just rambling, guys, sorry. Sorry for coughing. I have no control over my Sahara Desert throat right now.
Looks like I've got enough materials now. I should take them to Parker at his
Glad I
workshop.
came by you, that way I know where to go. Or I might not be able to water them yet. I don't know. Forgot, it's been a while since I had to replant anything inside this game, so let's see. Time to figure out where Parker's workshop is. Let's see. I have to just make sure I know who I was looking for, that way I'm not going in a different complete direction. The Hazel. Got the creepy mirror.
Can I ask you something? Did your grandma remember who you were when you saw her?
Of course. Why?
Oh. It's just, my grandpa doesn't remember me when we go visit him. Or sometimes he thinks Emmy is my mom.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's just silly. Emmy doesn't even look like my mom.
Oh, I get it. I think his grandpa might have dementia or something, like one of those memory mind, like Alzheimer's and stuff, like the dementia Alzheimer's, where it literally wipes everything away and just makes things more difficult. And I can get why he thinks his sister kind of, it looks like the mom. She might have looked like that similarly when she was young. So she probably just reminds him like a ton of their mom when she was young. And yes, I get it that the kids are not gonna 100% look like her. They're gonna also look a lot like their dad too, so. But still, it takes so little just to kind of have one little reminder. So I know where his workshop is. At least I'm playing this game again, guys. Let's talk to this dude here a little bit.
It's so nice that you came back here to be with Hazel. She reminds me a lot of my abuela. Of course, she doesn't seem like she'll smack you with a chancla for talking during her novelas. But other than that...
And then, for those who don't know, chanclas are just sandals. The reason I know is because I got to watch some creators talk about how their family used sandals.
Is it time for
As,
bed?
Let's just say as a hitting tool when kids misbehave, or even adults. I feel like we should use it sometimes against adults, not kids. Because some adults don't listen very well. But I have to be careful too, because adults are bigger than children. But then still, I don't think it should be used ever against children. It's not fair. that just teaches the kids not a lot more than just trying to avoid. Oh, sorry for the weird noses from my nose and stuff. Like, still struggling with the stuffy nose too. But I was just gonna say it just teaches kids just to kind of like avoid the anger from the parents or guardians or any adult. Well, let's go see if Parker's over there. Am I going down the right road? I think I am. Okay, I see him. There he is.
Okay, so I met everyone in town and reported back to Otto. So, is he super into keeping tabs on everyone?
More than the last mayor, I guess. But strange things do happen here sometimes. Things you can't really explain. We gotta look out for one another. Should only take a day or so.
Kind of reminds me, the one character in Stardew Valley, which does the same type of thing, but at least you're not the only games that do that, so got like Animal Crossing, these are like the 3 games I can think of that do it. Wylde Flowers. And then the other 2, there's probably more I can't think of right now just because I can only focus on those. Let's see. Why won't it let me? I might not have a soil. Will not have a soil. Why won't it? Oh crap! The week. Must be Wednesday. Who do I go to? Okay, Grandma. That to be our neighbor friend. I think his name was like Thompson or something like that.
Grandma, the garden beds are ready.
Oh, I can't thank you enough for helping me like this. I found some seeds in the bottom of a drawer you might like to plant. Otherwise, there's more variety down at Lena's store.
This time I remember to turn around so that way you guys don't have to look at me. So I got 3 hearts with her.
Did you know I grew up in the city too? This farm was my Aunt Vivian's place. Oh, she was a firecracker, that one. Ran it all on her own. She never did marry. Said she had no use for a husband. I think she left a lot of broken hearts in her wake, though.
Maybe it was just hard for her to settle down. It's definitely hard to find someone to trust and stay with. I just need to grow some more potatoes and... So what other missions do we have? So I need and make some the recipe I'm looking at is we make a great pear. My mind's going to go into the dirty route, so I'm not going to continue. Need honey, more wheat. And just the way that you worded some of these is it kind of funny. Like this one right here, and then this one too. Don't have the, what is it, iron? Yeah, iron ingot. Need more. Is that silver or iron? No, that's iron. Because they're sometimes close in color. I know that silver's supposed to be a little bit more shinier or lighter in color. Iron's typically a mixture of that silvery and like more like darker type of silvery color. Oh no, never mind. I made two. That's fine, whatever. Oh, I can destroy, okay. Yes, I don't need it. Which is fine, I can always get more wood. And I can always get more money. There's always an abundance. Okay, 8 hours. Got a desk. Okay, I need copper. Or wood, fine, that's okay. What's this? Don't have the black ink. Wait, squid. I can always go fishing too. I know it's kind of boring just sitting through, just watching me do the same thing. But I think I only just try and record because something interesting might happen and I might just catch it while recording. I'm gonna see how long it might take to be able to go into that mine at least once on this recording, guys, and if not, we'll do it in the next one. Oh, beef steak. Steak is one of my most favorite food items to eat. I don't have it all the time, but if I were to be given very well cooked steak and it's pretty good quality one, not one of those cheap bad ones, because you can get a bad cut of meat anytime and it can be old too and nasty. I'm guessing that might be tofu. I'm guessing. Tried tofu once. It just didn't sit.
If you decide to go into ranching, you can sell me any animals you have. I'll give you cash and some of the meat. Oh, I guess it's tough coming from the city to learn how the sausage is made.
Yeah. Where I come from, it's not talked about so much.
I understand. There's lots of stuff we don't talk about in the open here, too.
Like what?
I have to get back to work.
Either if she decides to talk about it more later, hopefully she does. I might be wrong about it, but they're both right. There's so much we don't talk about. Because one, society's just gone to a point where it's made to be uncomfortable to talk about. It's usually money, sexuality, trans. I will just say trans can be part of the sexuality thing too, because people definitely like to put it underneath it and make it weird when they don't need to. It's just sad to see what the world is still like, even though it's the year 2022. You think we'd be a lot better off now, trying to treat people equally, fairly. For me, it's like, I'm trying to get to be where I like to say is like, it's kind of my motto is like, I don't care who you are, what you are. As long as you're not hurting me or anyone personally, I'm okay with who you are. You could be purple and green Barney for all I care. I feel like it's just trying to treat people at least decently enough to like just let them live. Who cares what you choose to make you happy?
Am I ready for bed?
As long as you don't have to hurt anyone to get to it. But unfortunately, bad stuff does happen. Which is so sad. Wait, Grandma has some. Oh, it looks like a cake.
Stay a moment, honeybee. How are you finding the town now that you've met everyone? I know we're a bit different than the folks you might have known back in the city.
That's a good thing, actually. I needed to say goodbye to all of that. For now, at least.
You haven't said much about your fiancé. Do you want to talk about what happened with... I'm sorry, I have such a bad memory for names these days.
Matt, there really isn't much to say. I woke up one day with a note next to my pillow saying that we were over. We haven't spoken since.
What a coward.
Grandma.
I'm sorry, but it's true. My view is too many folks take the easy way out these days. You deserved better than that, Tara.
Thank you, Grandma.
On this island, when folks want to break up, they'll tell you to your face. It's a bit of a convoluted tradition, actually, but, well, we're putting the cart before the horse, aren't we? And maybe it's time for you to get back on the horse. Anyone caught your eye yet?
I'm not sure I'm ready to date again, Grandma.
Come now. You can't spend all your time doing farm chores. You've got to live a little.
Really? I'm happy just to make new friends. For now.
Fine. Suit yourself. But if you really want to make new friends, a little generosity never hurts. Here, take this and give it to Thomas. You'll see what I mean.
Cornbread. I'll just say... I'll say in a second, guys.
Yoo-hoo! Parker stopped by on his way out to let me know the mine was finished. Let's go check it out. Wow! Oh, it's looking great. Do you know what that means?
I need builder's insurance.
Oh, silly. You can go mining.
Yeah, it was kind of implied.
Here, you'll need this to get started. A pickaxe is a handy tool to have around. You can break up rocks to gather some stone, and also mine lots of lovely ore now that this place is fixed up. Now take it in and get cracking.
But It's dark and there's probably bugs.
You'll want to focus on cracking open the mineral rocks to find ore. Bring me back some iron ore and I can turn it into iron for you. Oh, before I forget, you'll need to keep your eyes peeled for the keys to get further into the mine. Some clever fellow has scattered them about. They're probably buried under fallen rocks by now, but there's lots of great stuff in the mine, so it's worth it. Have fun exploring.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Yay.
Okay, just gonna say, I don't think Tara wants me making that decision for her, about who she should promote, but we'll see. Games do it all the time, and, you know how actual sausages are made, like, I don't know if a lot of you guys want to know, but they will usually get stomach intestines, clean it out, and then use like any ground meat, whether it's beef, pork, whatever, but it's usually pork intestines that are used. So there's for those people who don't eat it, there might be a better alternatives to not using pork, like sheep, maybe lamb. That depends on how big the intestines are. They have they're like literally paper thin, and then you just like carefully, because there's machines, you have to like literally stick the paper thin stomach intestine. You have to like literally put on that machine and then kind of just slowly put it because it rips. But I'll leave this episode off here, guys, and we'll continue in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day, guys.